for you at BYU, and I don't know if that was a big question mark coming in, but having two guys step into those roles.
Yeah, we feel really good about Francis and Devin as our starting guys in the 4-2 scheme. Francis obviously was honored with Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Week, so that speaks to the level of his play. They're both solid players, beyond solid players. They're outstanding players. Francis is more experienced than Devin, and really is one of the leaders on the defense. And Devin, just a sophomore, but he is really doing some good things relative to his stage of development. He's got a lot of tools. You know, Devin is 6'3" and 230 and runs a sub 4.6, and Francis is 230 pounds plus and has a great nose for the ball. So, you know, one game in, couldn't be more pleased with what they brought to the table.
Last year, Northern Illinois game, Cody and Chase had big outings for you. Obviously, do you anticipate linebackers will be?
They should be a factor every week. Yeah, I mean they're right in the center of the defense, and you know, with our scheme, they should be our leading tacklers, and you know, so we expect production out of those guys week in and week out. There's never any difference there.
In the era of having a rivalry game early in the season, have you learned something over the years about?
We're on to NIU.
Well, that's my point. That's my point.
He's always hyping the game, isn't he?
That game's over with.
My point is, have you learned from the emotional response of needing to turn the page to the next game?
Well, we need to do that every week during the course of the season, and that's something. Win or lose, you can't let it linger. You got to come back Monday ready, you know, with a purpose to get ready for the next opponent. And you can't. I think it was Jerry Sloan said you can't play backwards. You know, if you have a game that was a disappointment, you got to put that out of your system, just like you have to put a win out of your system. So I think we learn that, or we implement that every single week.
How did Devin grade out in that game?
Very good for his first start, collegiate start, and his first significant reps. Well, maybe he had some reps in games throughout the season last year, but not the concentrated amount that he had last game, and he graded out very well.
How much does the factor of those guys being together in the number twos last year behind Chase and Cody, do you think goes into them having a good familiarity?
Yeah, that plays into it, and they're used to playing side by side. They did that all last year, all spring long, and all fall camp. So that's kind of like the safeties, you know, and the O-line. I mean, when you're a position group, you need to be in sync with each other, and that holds true for the linebackers just like any other spot.
I imagine Francis Bernard's award was well deserved in your opinion.
Absolutely, yeah. He played his tail off, and again, he's one of our inspirational guys. He's an inspirational leader on this team.
What's the process of studying their coordinators' history, and how does that work?
Well, we do just that. We go to the films where they were most recently, and we've collected a whole library of stuff, and so that's kind of standard procedure. It's not unique when you're early in the season, new coaching staff. You got to go to where the coordinators were previously to gather, you know, a bunch of your information. Even though we have one game on them, that's not nearly enough to get a complete assessment. So that's a big part of our scouting is what they've done at other places.
Does it also help having their quarterback who played in the Pac-12 last year help out with your film study on him?
A little bit, but more so the scheme than that individual. Yeah.
Kyle, what are some of the biggest challenges NIU brings to the table or that you guys are preparing for?
Well, last year they gave us everything we could handle. It was a dogfight till the bitter end. You know, they have new staff, like we said. They've got some new faces, just like we do. But I would say they were very balanced last week. They ran the football efficiently. They threw it efficiently. Defensively last year, we couldn't protect the quarterback, and so we got to do a better job of that this year. Now Sutton's gone, as we talked about yesterday, but they present challenges because they're a good football team, well coached.
Your kicker, Jaden Redding, do you have a recollection of how you discovered him and got him out here?
He contacted us and wanted an opportunity to come out and walk on. His high school tape was very good, so we let him come out in the spring, and he's performed well. And like I said, he was hurt probably half of fall camp, and had he not been, probably would have been the kicker day one, but we'll see how he handles his opportunity now.
How many kickers do you usually like to have on a team?
Two is good, yeah, two is good.
You had one guy leave earlier, so it's good you had an extra one, I guess.
Right, yeah. Well, we brought in Andy Stroud in the summer, yeah, after that happened, yeah.
Are you pleased that you don't have to travel to DeKalb this week?
Very pleased that we don't have to go all the way back to Illinois. Yeah, that was quite a long trip, but we're glad to be back at home, yes.